Prince Charles and Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall's Canadian royal tour being cut short is a slap in face to Prince Charles and his wife Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall are set to travel to Canada on May 17, as part of a 3-day royal tour. Speaking on GB News, royal expert Rafe Hadelman-Ku discussed Charles and Camilla's short tour and how this is a slap in the face to the British. Speaking on GB News, Mr. Hadelman-Ku said, "I think on the back of the visit to the Caribbean of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and the Earl and Countess of Wessex, and also given what we've seen in Canada over the past year or two in regards to the treatment of the Indigenous people, we've seen the toppling of statues of kings and queens of Canada, setting alight of churches by Indigenous people. I think there's going to be a certain degree of trip." Mr. Hadelman-Ku added, "This is a very limited trip, this is only 3 days. This is the shortest trip, this and the last one under the Trudeau government, that we've ever seen before." He continued, "Normally the royal family would come for a week, sometimes even 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks in terms of Charles in 1983, with Diana. This is a very limited visit, so there won't be many opportunities for public protests." Mr. Hadelman-Ku said the short visit is a case of the current Liberal government in Canada not being very keen on. He added, "You've seen a very reduced celebration for the Platinum Jubilee compared to the Diamond Jubilee. For example, Canada has always issued Jubilee medals, and coronation medals, and this is the first time in history that Canada isn't issuing a Platinum Jubilee medal, despite protests from the opposition. And on the provincial level, they are having their own medals done in protest to what Trudeau has done, which I think it's a bit of a slap in the face to the monarchy." The itinerary for short tour includes stops in Newfoundland and Labrador, the National Capital Region and the Northwest Territory. The 3-day tour will focus on Indigenous reconciliation and climate change. Charles visited Canada for the first time in 1970 and this visit will be his 19th trip. This trip will be Camilla's 5th visit. Clarence House said, "Charles has long believed that we need to learn from Indigenous peoples around the world how better we should live in and care for nature, and that this tour will highlight an emphasis on learning from Indigenous peoples in Canada and focus on a more sustainable way of living with global